It's your girl Tart.
I'm Diamond.
And I'm Key.
And you are listening to Clowning with My Cousins podcast, where we have candid conversations on relationships, culture, and so much more.
You know, the kind of conversations you have with your favorite cousin.
So get ready to clown with my cousins.
And we live, baby.
And we live,
baby.
Hey.
Ooh. Ma'am. You fucking up. Already. We just talked about this.
I wasn't ready.
You ain't even know what the fuck is.
Hello, honeys. How are you doing?
I'm good.
I'm good too.
It's great. So
How are you doing?
I'm great.
Okay.
So what's up? What's today? What are we talking about today?
Today we have a scenario.
Ooh, juicy.
Okay, so say you are married and you have a bonded family, and
A bonded family?
you have a bonded family. So y'all have y'all's kids together. He has an outside child.
A blended.
A blended
Ain't that
family.
what I said?
Bonded.
No.
Bonded, blended.
I was gonna say, if you're married and don't have a bonded family,
What is the... Okay, I need clarity.
Okay, so you have a blended family.
Okay.
He has an addition. What?
I just have a question. You've been on this blended family shit. Are you hiding something?
Right.
Continue on. So, the blended family, right? So the mother of the child calls your husband and says, "Hey, I've come into a pickle. Things are bad on my end, and we need somewhere to stay." Now, the son or the daughter, whoever you have, the child, is up in age. Let's say they're like 16, 17, right? So they're almost, grown, but not quite. But she says, "Hey, we need somewhere to stay, and I've applied for somewhere, and I need a co-signer, and I would really be happy if you would be able to co-sign for the home." And so your husband takes the initiative and says,
without talking to me?
Well, no. I'll leave it at that.
Let her finish.
We'll leave it at that. So your husband brings the information to you and let you know what's going on. Your response is what?
No.
I want opinions detailed and why.
I mean, cut.
Why the fuck would you co-sign for some shit and y'all not even together? I understand that is your child, but y'all not together. And if she decides that she don't want to pay them bills no more, guess what? We're married, so that comes on us. No.
That's it?
Yeah,
no.
That's it. That's fair.
No. Fuck.
Is that for you?
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely no. One, I mean, we got our own little family going. You know what I'm saying? We have everything together as a family. And I get this is your child's family, daughter or son. She's her family, but no, we not. That's getting into our finances, like she said.
Furthermore, I don't care if we're married or not. Even if we're dating and we're in a serious relationship, that answer is still no. Who the fuck do you think I am?
If we're dating, that answer is up to him. But if he says yes,
so if he does it, if you're dating, are you staying?
No.
Okay, then, so that answer is no.
The fuck? Y'all are married. This is your husband,
and I'm still saying the fuck no.
And so you say it's no, and you say it's no.
No, I'm not. No,
and you say what? Yes.
Let me finish. Okay, I'm giving the scenario, ma'am.
Oh,
so
no, I want your answer to that question first.
No, not first, but you'll get it. So I want to go on to next.
You know they say parents shouldn't even co-sign for their kids. No, you ain't co-signing for. Keep going.
Okay.
The fuck.
So, and you say you don't want nobody in your finances. Did you say that as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, is that rule number one, or that's just a rule?
Rule number one is no. The fuck, don't ever disrespect me talking about fucking up our money.
So, y'all are a blended family.
Mm-hmm.
And you both say no. But did either one of you take the time out to think about that kid? And that kid watching their father...
I don't give a fuck about that.
...leave their mother for whatever it is that he needs to leave the mother for. What do you feel about that. You didn't even give it.
That is not that husband. That is not that man's job. I don't care what that child
That's not that man's job. Why not?
To care about the mother? No, that is not his job. That is not the job for him to take care of the baby mother. That is not his job.
His job is to take care of the child.
Period.
So if she can't do
it, then bring my kid over.
Exactly. The child can stay with us. But
so what does that do to that child's relationship and thought process?
I didn't say that you couldn't see your child.
But we're not talking about that. I said what your child is feeling towards his father.
Okay, then if that's the case, then you don't need to be with me. Go be with her.
Not only that,
and raise your child as a family.
He never said he wanted to be with her, but they had a relationship. They had a child.
They had.
Listen,
but they have a child. They had a relationship, and they don't have to share funds.
But listen, that is the downside of having a blended family.
Thanks your money.
Period.
That's the downside of having a blended family. Somebody's gonna get hurt. Somebody's feelings is gonna be hurt. Somebody's gonna watch somebody else suffer. Everybody is not gonna be able to be happy. It's just not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen.
Now I want your answer, because to me it sounds like you feel like he should co-sign.
This is my thing. I think that if this man came to me and he brought this scenario to me, I have to think about what it is being asked. Of course, my main thing is going to be like, okay, well, what happens? It's different if we were dating, right? Because if you decide to do that and you co-sign and we're still together and you're doing whatever you need to do, if it ever falls back on you, it is under your finances, under your issues, not related to me. It doesn't really affect me in any type of way. So I feel a little different when it's about dating. When I am married, the concern is going to be if she falls off and you have to pick it up, we will definitely have to do this together because we're under one name. We're solid like that. But as long as that man can come to me and confirm that he got it taken care of, that we will never fall. He's always going to take care of home. I think I would be able to follow that man and his decisions, because for one, I'm not going to be able to go and say to this child that I am now claiming as my own child, regardless of the fact, and allow his mother to be on her grind and know where to stay. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
My thing is, why would you have to say anything to the child? Because that's a boundary that you're still crossing.
What is the boundary that I'm crossing?
I wouldn't be able to come to this child and say, but you shouldn't have to come to that child and say shit, because at the end of the day, you're crossing a boundary. That ain't your job to come to that child and say a motherfucking thing.
So that's on a literal standpoint. I don't have to tell that child anything, but technically, if it was done if it's being done correctly, you're going to sit down, you yourself, the mother and the child, and say what it is that you need to say in regards to your movements and what you're needing to do.
No, a child says that is on a need to know basis, girl. You don't put child in grown folks' business.
I mean, you technically doing it when you sit there and tell that child. Basically, you letting your child know that as his father, you let his mama stay, on the streets. While what? What are you saying? What are you actually saying to your child?
Listen, I didn't let that child know nothing. When that child moved in with me,
why is she coming to my husband? She ain't got nobody else in her family.
Period.
She ain't got nobody in her family.
That was the last resort. That's who she needed to. That's who she had to go to.
Why does she have to go to him?
Why does that even matter? Because
they have a kid together? That don't mean shit. That don't mean shit because y'all got a kid together. Why the fuck do you have to go to him? At the end of the day, me and you don't have nothing together but this kid. So why are you so comfortable coming to ask me to co-sign for you any motherfucking thing?
We don't have nothing else together besides this kid.
That's it.
You hear yourself?
She agreed.
Oh my God.
Nothing else.
Just because we had a kid together, bitch, that don't mean that you get to come to me with your problems or nothing else. That's what we have. That's it. So just because you're going on a downfall or you're going on a hard time, my nigga, figure it out.
If you have anything else, there must be feelings still there.
Period. And if you that comfortable to come to me and I'm that comfortable to even bring, if my husband is that comfortable to come to me as his wife and be like, hey, yo. So I'm thinking, what do you think about, my baby mama, she ain't got nowhere to stay. And I'm going to look at that nigga and I'm going to be like, and you're telling me that's why.
So you would be.
So is your baby coming to stay with us? That's gonna be my first question. No, she look. Oh, okay. So she looking for a spot. That's cool. I'm glad she looking for a spot. Well, she need a co-signer. Oh, I guess she need a. And you're telling me that why?
So are you looking at it as if she's going to fail on her end, or just the simple fact that he has his name on the lease or whatever?
I'm looking at it like, why are y'all still trying to put ties that don't? Those are ties that y'all shouldn't be blending together. I don't give a fuck.
So you don't think that a simple a conversation?
That's not simple. I don't give a fuck how simple or converse it is, bitch. It's not happening.
Yeah, it's not happening with me either. I mean, I can't.
Kudos to the bitch who can do it, but not me.
I can't say never because you never know how life is gonna just sitting here thinking now.
If it's detrimental to her,
sitting here well-being, thinking now
to her and her well-being,
I wouldn't do it. I cannot say that I would be okay
to her and her well-being. You
so
still want me to care about her.
So you're basically telling me you're telling your child fuck their mother.
No, what I'm telling I'm telling my child is I am your parent and so the fuck are they, and we have nothing together but you. Not only and that, so at the end of the day, I'm gonna make sure that you're taken care of, but I don't have to make sure that your mama is taken care of. That's not my job.
How is that saying fuck your mother? You can easily say, listen, your mama's having a hard time right now, so you're gonna stay with me for a little while until she gets it together. That's not saying
but that child, whoever that child might not look at you in no type of way, because at this point, you with that statement alone, you've let that child know that you rock with them for the sake of basically their other parent. You are letting that child know you don't give a fuck about their other parent.
That's not me saying that.
It is.
That's letting my child know that at the end of the day, I am not your mother's back. I'm not her fallback. I am not your mother's
she ain't coming for you.
She's not my responsibility.
She's not my responsibility.
I am not accountability.
She's not your responsibility. You are a child. And it is your mama's job to make sure that you are taken care of. And if she can't, the parent that can make sure that you are taken care of will do that until your mama can get back on her feet. It is not my job to make sure that your mama is taken care of, period. Your mama is a grown-ass woman.
And she made her decisions to be wherever she's at this moment.
So,
and in order for her to get on her feet, if she can't do it with you, then guess what? You will always hear, and I'm never going to put that distance between you and your mama. She can always come see you. She can always spend time with you. She can always call you, all of that. But at the end of the day, I am not.
Let me change it in a sense. If his child, was not available to your child to come stay in your home,
why wouldn't it be?
Would you? We're gonna say that it's not. It's not a fucking option. Okay.
If me co-signing is an option, me getting a ticket, me getting a call, me getting in my car, going to get them. Okay.
Okay.
Why?
It's not.
You have to tell me why it's not an option. If I'm a parent, it's got to be an option.
It's got to be an option.
This scenario,
no, because you're not making a realistic scenario.
Have an option in regards to your child. If the child has to stay with the mother.
But why would that always have to be?
I'm asking, if that was the case,
I can't visualize that.
Will you at that point be able to or willing to have a conversation with your husband?
Not with the co-signing, yes. Financially helping, yes, because I want to make sure that my child is taken care of. But
I'm not co-signing shit.
As far as if you don't pay your stuff,
and I gotta pay. Is it all in regards to the money that's going in somebody else's house, or is it respect? I mean, what is it for you?
I'm sorry. I understand the financial aspect, but my mind is not wrapping around under any circumstances.
Your brain has
under any circumstances, your kid can't come. As a parent, if I'm involved into my motherfucking kid's life, as a parent, if I'm involved in my kid's life, listen, I said I was gonna chill, but I can't. This the bullshit. This the bullshit.
I already know what scenario to give this bitch because I don't know what I'm looking for. She gonna bring it to me. So bring it on.
I mean, I'm just gonna tell you. I'm just gonna be 100% honest.
Listen, she ain't trying to.
The way that my brain works is never gonna represent. If I am a parent and if this person comes to me and says, "Hey, I need you to co-sign," then I have to be some form of a parent because you have to be able to trust me in order for you to say, "Hey, can you co-sign some shit?" Right? So there's nothing in my brain that's gonna represent and say, "Hey, there's no possible way that your kid can come stay with you." That's bullshit. Bullshit. I can't sleep, snow, rain like the motherfucking post office, bitch. My kid can always come motherfucking stay.
That's wonderful.
All right, so she don't want my opinion.
It was just a scenario. She was just saying.
But I can't grasp it because of some fact. If you can come to me and ask me to co-sign it, at some point I'm clearly a trustworthy enough parent. So if I'm a trustworthy enough parent, that means that my kid is in my life. So then why can't they come stay?
What I'm hearing from you though, in your demeanor and your stance, is
that's some bullshit.
What I am hearing is, you're so enthused about your husband giving money outside of your home that you're that much willing to take that kid in and have him in your house.
I'm with her on the aspect of if we need to provide financial stability on some type of accord, and it's not every month. It ain't on no cosign and shit. It ain't on your name on no dotted line. It's, hey, I understand that you need this here. This is what we can give. Not on no cosign shit. Because in my mind, if you that damn bad, what the fuck do you need? In my mind, cosigning. No, hell no. So that's a legal body document that I'm not willing to get into.
Confirm once more.
You looking at it like, oh, you just don't want to give any money. No, bitch, that's not what I'm saying. So, what I'm saying is you're not going to get into a legally bonded contract of some shit. That's not the fuck going to happen.
So to confirm once more, if your husband comes to you,
it's a no.
Correct. You are not.
I don't give a fuck if it's correct or incorrect. Bitch, no.
You are not willing to even listen to.
I'll listen to everything you got to say. And at the end, my answer will still be no.
And I ain't rocking with it.
So was you listening? You was just listening to the end.
So just because I listen to you don't mean that I changed my stance. I have my own brain. And my brain still says the fuck no.
But your brain really said no before you went into any other thought.
Yes, but I listened.
As soon as I heard cosign.
Now I might even
you didn't hear
But if you my husband, you know not to bring me with no bullshit like that. You know not to bring no bullshit to me like that if you my real husband.
For real.
Because you know that my answer's gonna be no. So in my mind, you gonna come to me and be like, listen, babe.
My wife is not going for that, ma'am.
You gonna come to me and you gonna say, listen, babe.
Give me about 200 more a month. But that's all I can do.
You gonna come to me on some real trill Holyfield shit. You gonna come to me and you gonna be like, listen, baby, look, my kid is in a fucked up situation right now. His mama ain't got nowhere to stay, right? And I already told her I can't co-sign for her. I ain't doing that. I ain't gonna put me and you in that situation, right? Like, all right, babe, cool. What's up? What we gonna do? Because the baby is in a fucked up situation. What we gonna do? The baby come stay with us? That ain't an option. Right now, that ain't an option for him to come stay. Okay, I understand. So what we gonna do? I mean, he got to be taken care of, baby. What's up? Right? That's what I'm gonna say. And if you be like, okay, well, I'm thinking about sending a little money every now and again. All right, baby, cool. You work for your money outside of our house bills and stuff being paid for. That's cool. But bitch, when you fuck you.
What is you bringing in some extra money if she don't have nowhere to stay? Stay focused.
No.
You stay focused. I don't have
I need to be. I'm where I want to be.
You can throw a little extra cash, but that name better not be on no side.
With no extra cash. What you gonna do? Pay the shit outright?
Then
you sitting on hundreds and thousands.
Okay, so then at this point, if she got to work to get her credit right and stay in a hotel motel because it's not applicable for my kids to be with me, then guess what? I might put some on the room. But at this point, I'm not paying for no motherfucking apartment to co-sign. If you can't get the motherfucker on your own, and I help you with some bills every now and again, it's not happening.
Sleep at the hotel until she can get it
on the street. Tart.
If he can't stay with me,
oh my God. If he can't stay with me, he can stay in the hotel. Bitch, what the fuck?
If he can't stay with me, then that's the decision you make, ma'am.
We
No, we don't need, bitch. You need to wake the fuck up.
We really need the male perspective on the panel. Really do.
Yeah, we do.
We really do.
Definitely.
Because in my mind, clearly you want to give the male perspective, but bitch, let me tell you, I ain't going
that's Kiki's perspective. That's all me.
I'm not.
But I can't confirm that I have clarified just to make sure that I ain't tripping in my thought process, and I've been able to get a +1.
At the end of the day, if you come to me with some cosign shit, I'm shutting it down. I'm sorry, but if you come to me with a real ass conversation like, hey, my child is in a fucked up situation right now, my first thing is gonna be, so is he coming to stay with us? No, that's not an option right now. Okay, baby, I understand. So what are we gonna do? Because that's the conversation a husband and wife is gonna have.
Have you ever?
Right, and your first option shouldn't always be to go cosign some shit for a bitch. It's not gonna happen.
Have you ever sat into a civil court case, like in a courtroom?
No.
Yeah. You need to.
Okay.
Because then you will be like, nah, you ain't co-signing. Nothing. What? I'm for real. Like, people be real out here, like, scamming, bro. She could be like, yeah,
she could really be down on her luck, but at the end of the day, she can get on some real.
Yeah, but then at that point,
she get a nigga, then she leave that shit, her and the nigga move in together, then all of a sudden you gotta pay for this.
You have to trust.
You can't trust the bitch that you're not with.
In your man. You have to have trust in your man.
I don't trust no nigga.
That he wouldn't put himself in a predicament that he didn't trust would go where it's gonna be. What
if
kind
him
of
and
man
her
do you
had
have?
that much trust, they would still be together. Yes.
It's not the type of man you have. It's the type of woman he had a baby with.
We're not worried about. Why would we be worried about her? We're not in a relationship
because she's the one who's coming to him.
Because his signature. If you co-signing, his signature is going to
whatever. You leaving too much independence to this nigga as if y'all are not.
And you're trying to control the situation as if you his mama.
Well, then if you want to do it, guess what? Then you want to do it without me. I don't have to put up with that because at the end of the day, you're not my motherfucking daddy. You don't get to just run around and do some bullshit as if I'm your child.
So
I'm not your motherfucking child. So if you decide that you want to do it without having a real conversation with me.
But this doesn't even make any sense. It's actually contradicting to that point of I want to play my part.
And my part is coming to tell you no.
Two different positions.
Just because
in this moment, just because on the fence with the damn two different.
Bitch, where did you come up with a woman's role is to listen to whatever the fuck a man says he gonna do?
That's not what I said. But in the midst of that, that's what you're hearing. Again,
bitch, that's what I heard. That's what you said. That's what I heard you say.
Okay, I got a question. Okay, so what if he does do it? Like you say, no, I ain't with it. No, But what if he go ahead and do it?
I'm out.
You gonna leave your husband?
Did my husband give a fuck about us?
That man, huh? To do what he felt he needs to do. He did not take anything from your household, and he handled business to help. He
didn't take nothing from my household.
You thinking about what the money that he put over there? Again,
is that in my household?
Let me tell you.
You keep saying you keep making it seem like nothing is in my motherfucking house
for his money because why? Because y'all married. Is that the reason why you want to be married? I'm confused here.
Money has nothing to do with why I want to be married. But at the end of the day, you don't go get. You don't need to go just jump and do some bullshit.
He never asked you for your money.
Good, you go co-sign some shit.
He never.
And I'm going to buy a Ferrari tomorrow. And let's see who mad. Cause that nigga gonna be like, what you go buy a Ferrari for? Now what happens if some shit fall? Well, you didn't think about it if some shit fall. You went to go co-sign some shit. So since we doing our independent shit, let's do our independent shit.
And she gonna let it fall on purpose.
At this point, I can't because
the fuck my role is not to just take whatever the fuck you're dishing the fuck out.
So you said you gonna leave your husband.
You got some soul searching to do.
I never even got there because I'm on the other side.
You got some real soul searching.
I'm on the other side, so I never got there.
Because that nigga said he was co-signing that bitch said okay.
I'm going to allow
Susie homebody and shit.
I'm going to allow my man to be a man. Simple as that.
Oh, okay.
If I'm with that man, I got enough trust in that man to
all right. So you gonna let that man be a man? So when that man comes to you and be like, listen, baby, I'm going out here to get some extra pussy because I'm a man. What you gonna say? Okay, baby, I'm gonna let you be a man. No, fuck that.
Can I wanna
ma'am?
No, listen. I want to put this on speakerphone real quick. It's a person. I'm not giving out a name. Hello.
What's happening?
How are you?
Good.
So we're live, right?
We
on
live
the podcast. Okay. How much time you got?
Hello.
With all that static, he ain't got a lot of time. Hey.
How much time you got?
Man, Tart, what's happening?
So I'm giving a scenario on blended families, and I want these two to give you their thought process, and then I want you to give them your thought process. We're gonna make it real quick. So, Diamond, if you don't mind, can you give?
You want me to get a scenario?
Yes, give the scenario,
and
then I want you to give your opinion. And Tart, I want you to go next.
All right. So here's the scenario that she gave us. You have a wife, and then you have a baby mother. Right? Your child lives with your baby mother, and your baby mother calls you and basically says, hey, I'm down on my luck and I need a co-signer on a place. Right? You go to your wife and you have a conversation with your wife. What result are you looking for her to have?
Now
I say as your wife, no sir, I don't have a problem with you helping her financially, but you're not going to co-sign. Tart.
I said the same thing. I don't mind you giving more money, extra money, helping out. But as far as putting your name on a dotted line, no, sir. I'm not going with that.
Okay, so Key, real quick before you start, try to talk as clear.
You said no name. Hey,
I said Key.
I'm curious though. I'm curious as to what's the difference in your opinions between financial assistance and put my name on the line, because ultimately it's the same thing, right?
No. It's not.
It's not.
Because when you put your name on that line, if something happens to where it's not getting paid, like her
and
doing her part.
I'm still liable for it, right?
Yes.
No, we are liable for it because we're married.
Okay, well,
so what
if
something happens to where you can't take care of it, that falls back on me. And then from the beginning, I told you no, I didn't want to do it. So of course I'm gonna be upset. So I think it would be
I'm leaving
a happier situation.
Yeah.
It would be a happier situation if she could get it on her own, and if you need to help her financially without signing something, then I would be okay with that.
Touché.
So, I mean, I get that, and ultimately, from a dude's perspective that is married, you want to keep happiness in your household, right?
Yep.
So there has to be that initial conversation, and we have to see eye to eye. So what happens when I don't agree with just giving this woman a whole bunch of money? Because I can co-sign and not come out of my pocket right off the rip. As a man, this is what I'm saying, right? If I ain't got to give this woman no fucking money to take out of our house, now if it come back to bite me, it might come back. That may be an option. It may be something that we got to deal with at that point in time.
That's what I'm saying. It's not gonna bite you. It's gonna bite us.
Either way it goes, it's biting us. Because if I give her money up front, that's still taken from you. That's taken from my household.
But at the same time, but we know that has to be that has to happen because you have to take care of your child.
Period. So we know that that's already happening compared to the longevity of.
Then it becomes about what you want to do versus what I want to do. If I'm strong-minded on wanting to co-sign and not give her no money up front, and you want to do the opposite, now we got a problem because we can't see eye to eye.
Exactly, and that's what we were saying, because I was asking Diamond, like, what you gonna do when he's headstrong about signing, and you like, no, I'm not with
my
it.
husband has some soul searching to do, so now at this point I'm out.
I'm leaving your husband.
I'm not saying I'm getting a divorce, but you got some soul searching to do, because at this point, and I understand that you are a man and that your job is to lead the household, but at the end of the day,
okay, so let me lead. Let me lead instead of trying to tell. Yeah, hold on. Let me lead, because if I say that I'm willing to co-sign as a man, that means I know that I can handle that responsibility if it comes back on us. Yes. You don't have to worry about that. If I tell you as a man, and I am the man, and you telling me I'm the man of your household, right? We supposed to be partners. We in this together. You have to trust my judgment.
And I get that. Wait. Okay, I get that. And I understand, because I know men that are like that. They're like, I'm gonna do it anyway. I don't care. I don't care.
It's not about doing it anyway.
It's not. No, but let me finish. Let me finish though. That's not the problem, because me being your wife, I'm already trusting your lead anyway. That's why I said yes. But when everything hit the fan, it's gonna be hard for me not to be like, I told you so. That's gonna be hard for me. Not I told you so, but just have that feeling in me, like, I knew you shouldn't have did that.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I think my bigger thing is also,
it's gonna be hard for me to fight that.
I think my bigger thing also is that as you are leading me as a man, and I can understand, like, oh, if push come to shove or shit fall to shit, at the end of the day, I got us. But the thing about it is, you are not solely in control of your life, and you can be dead and gone tomorrow, and that shit falls on me.
And that I can respect. And if you come to me with that scenario, I have to reconsider what I'm thinking. As a man, I got to do that. If I'm trying to keep everything peaceful, right, I got to consider your feelings behind it too. And ultimately, my household come first. Period. Fuck what the baby mama feel, and fuck with whatever's going on with her. If I have to go your route to keep the peace in my house.
That wasn't a fuck your mama comment.
No.
That was not.
That
was not a fuck the mama comment.
No,
that was just to ensure you, to let you know that your household comes first.
Right,
but
that's all I'm saying.
What me and Tart is saying, we're not saying, because we understand that you have an obligation to take care of your kid, right? We understand that, because as your wife, we know that you are good enough to take care of that child that's outside of us in this blended family. We get that, right? No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Cool.
Check me out though. Check me out. Let's go back though. So she came to me and asked me to co-sign on some shit, right? So if she did that. Hold on. What's up? So if she asked me to co-sign on some shit, then how's it doing? What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? We live, baby. What's up? What's happening?
We live.
I'm controlling my household. That's so. Long story short, if she asked me for a cosign, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is the option that she presented me with. It's not that she need money. If she need a cosign, she don't necessarily need money. More money ain't gonna fix that situation. In most cases, if you need a cosign, it's about credit. It ain't about the actual money. Now, keep in mind, money do change situations. It make it a little bit better. But all in all, at the end of the day, my fight is in my household, right? I have to make sure that is right before I make any type of move. And if you are completely against that cosign option, I have to roll with what you're saying. Now, me and you got in my household, we got a decision to make because it ain't just about me. So let's compromise and figure out what is going to work for both of us. If that financial gain up front don't work for me, then what's your other option? Right?
Yeah. I can understand that.
Yeah,
I can understand coming up with compromising and having a conversation. I said that, did I not, Tart?
No, you said hell no.
Thank you very much.
I said hell no. I said hell no to the cosign, but me and my husband would have a conversation.
So you can tell him hell no at the end.
Did I not say if he comes to me and I say, well, baby, are we bringing a child in? Did I not have this conversation? These are options that I am giving. In order to have a compromise, you have to give options.
Are we done with our caller?
No. Caller. Wait, caller.
The fuck are you saying?
No, yeah, we done. I think he already answered. Because I was gonna say, so are you signing anyway?
Any final thoughts?
as an ending note, for a man who is trying to take care of responsibilities he created outside of his wedlock, right? There are things that go along with that other than just the child. You have to make sure, a real nigga is gonna make sure that everything surrounding that kid is in tip-top condition, right? So sometimes you got to go above what the woman is going to think about taking care of that outside child. And she may never understand that. But that's what that man feel like he got to do. You got to let a man be a man at the end of the day. As long as he is not taken away from you and damaging your relationship, which, understanding, the whole co-signing thing could be a fucking slap in the face at the end. But if he is guaranteeing you that he got you, no matter what comes back, you can't leave that man just because something came back the way that you didn't want it to.
I'm not leaving my husband.
You can do whatever you want to do, really.
The only way I'm leaving my husband is poison. Oh, excuse me.
Bitch.
Thank you.
You know what?
Thank you.
I'm done with the podcast.
Thank you very much.
I'm sorry. And it could be a pride thing.
Yeah, you need.
It could be very much a pride thing, but I'm out.
Thank you, but I'm not leaving my husband.
I have an A-type personality.
Like he said though, it's gonna be a problem. It's definitely gonna be a problem. We're gonna have to come up with something. Because my initial thought is no. Because I'm thinking about, I'm thinking about money. Because, I want your kid to be able to be rich with my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't need no outside mess. Because he said it's a credit thing. And when he said that, I was thinking, well, she got her credit that way. That tell you how she handle her money.
But not only that. But no, my thing is with a lot of these places, it kills me. It kills me because in my mind, at the end of the day, me as a wife, it's still my job to have a brain. It is still my job to have a brain, and I don't know if all of you know, but when it comes to a living situation, a lot of places offer you two options. Hey, you need a cosigner. Oh, well, I don't have a cosigner. I'm out here by myself.
Then
as a real woman, you need to put more money on a deposit, and you can hit that man up and be like, "Listen, I don't have it all.
You know what?
But I need help." But I don't give a fuck what you hear. I hear that there are options out here. And if my man is falling for the okie doke, it's my job to put my nigga on.
You have not heard anything your husband have said to you. All you've heard is, I gotta find a great option and he'll go with to where
I gotta find a compromise. That's what he said.
For that property. I don't give a fuck about what's in between. I gotta find a way. This is not gonna happen.
We gotta have a conversation. We gotta compromise. I agree with that. And that compromise means that I'm not okay with the cosign. But that's what he said too. He said the same exact thing when it came to compromise. He said, I'm not about to sit up here and make sure that my house is out of order when it comes to this. So at this point, if co-signing, if you feel co-signing is not the right thing, then we have to come up with a compromise. That's exactly what the fuck he said.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, that we have to compromise. But
he didn't say I'm still gonna co-sign anyway, and then we got to compromise from there. That's not what the fuck he said.
No, he didn't say that.
Forget everything else. If my household ain't happy and ain't together,
my household comes first.
My household comes first. That's what he said.
Yeah.
That's what he said. You know what I'm saying? And right now, the household ain't happy. So what are we doing?
Period. And at this point, like I said earlier, I'm going to come to you. Well, baby, are you bringing your child into the home? No, that's not an option. Okay, well, baby, what is this? At this point, I'm trying to compromise because at this point, I'm at a far no.
And then on top of that, okay, so do she need credit repair? Let's find her a credit repair specialist.
I'm hearing the same shit that I was hearing from Donna. It is now enriched your ass because I'm gonna find everything.
Because that's what compromise is. That don't mean that
I'm not letting you go on.
Yeah, but he said the same thing. If
you took that out of context.
He did not. I did not. He literally said, if you don't want me to compromise, I'm going to make sure my household is okay. I mean, to co-sign, I'm going to make sure that my house is okay. So then we're going to find a compromise. So compromise don't mean you sign anyway and then we find a compromise, bitch.
Guess what?
That ain't what the fuck that mean. Compromise means, okay, well, if you say no and this going to fuck up the shit in my house, okay, baby, what options do we have? And like she said, well, let's look into some credit repair for her. Or let's see if she can put more on a deposit. Bitch, again, we're not going the co-sign route, bitch. Let's compromise. Compromise don't mean I still allow you to do it while we compromise from there, bitch. No.
Yeah, you leave the household. You can come up with another solution.
Thank you. And if you can't, it is my job as your backbone to be like, well, does this place offer more for a deposit rather than a cosign?
Can she wash dishes?
This bitch.
When I say the petty in the two of you,
sorry.
Oh my God.
If anybody knows me, I am an alpha female for sure. For sure. And I don't have a problem is if I have an alpha male allowing him to leave, but I'm still not going for no bullshit. Mama ain't raised no fool, daddy ain't raised no dummy.
All right.
So
I ain't coming with no more scenarios. It's not.
Your scenario ain't supposed to agree with you, bitch. You want my opinion.
You know
like you're eating me from the table. Like, go back up.
No. I didn't say kicking you a dumb bitch. You gotta live your life the way you want to live your life. If you came to me as my sister, and you was married, and you say, yeah, my man compromised for it, I'm be like, I mean, sister, that's some trust that I don't have. Or sister, that's some shit that I couldn't deal with. But you know what? Kudos to you. And bitch, if you need me as your sister, I got you. Because you know me, if some shit go push the shove and some shit go belly the fuck up, bitch, I got you. Because you my motherfucking sister. But in the back of my head, I'm gonna be like, I couldn't be that bitch. But at the end of the day, I support you.
Mm-hmm. I'm just talking about you're yelling and screaming. I don't know.
Well, bitch, I'm a yelling screaming because that's who the fuck I am.
I know where you went with that.
Yeah, just saying. Bitch, you know my personality.
Yeah, I know. That's why I know what to say to you. Hey, guess what, guys? I
got one to fire you.
I know one that's gonna ruffle your feathers.
Oh, right. That bitch mind go, ooh, I like this topic. Let me tell you, that's a no.
I just want to tell you before this podcast started, I said that I was going to be more quiet this episode. I don't think it happened. Because this bitch,
she knows how to press
lit
that
ass. She like, yeah.
She knows how to press that button for sure.
Pull that gasoline, bitch, because you know I ain't having it. But I will also say that could be why, for me personally, why I argue a lot. Well, why in my situation I'm a little more argumentative. Mm-hmm. But it's because in my mind, if 1 + 1 don't equal 2 to me, bitch, it's not gonna sit right with me. If it quack, walk like a duck, but it look like a dog, bitch, no, you can't just pull the wool over my eyes. I'll be like, yeah, that's a duck. No, bitch, that's not a duck.
So with that, would you consider that like not submitting?
When did submitting become slavery?
Not submitting?
So why do you keep saying that? Submitting is not slavery.
Because I feel like a slave when I'm submitting. I don't know about you.
Do you know what submission is?
We both feel like slaves when we submit.
Do you know what submission is?
Huh? I do. I don't have a problem.
What's your definition?
Allowing my man to lead.
What's your definition of submitting?
Letting him lead.
Oh, that's your definition?
For the most part, allowing him to lead.
And she have a problem.
And doing.
Indeed.
Well, maybe I do. And doing and being in my role and knowing when to be that backbone and knowing when to have conversations with my husband, because at the end of the day, I am still in this hierarchy in this household, right? You are the top. I am next.
So
right?
how's he?
We still have this hierarchy.
You say he's.
I'm not your motherfucking slave.
But you can't.
You to say it.
That's what I'm saying though.
I need to still feel valued and appreciated as well. Because I have a role in this house.
It just sounds like
she's so wait, Tart. She's so aggressive right now.
She is.
She's been doing a lot of submitting for the last 2 days, and that bitch needs to get it out. I'm not a slave. I've been being worked. I've been cooking. I'm a slave.
That's not submitting. That's being a wife.
That's not being a wife, bitch. That's being a slave. Y'all got it all fucked up. I know the difference. I know when you are helping someone selflessly and when you being a slave, bitch. Slavery is in our DNA. I don't know what the fuck y'all know. But if I get the feeling like Ancient Mama with a goddamn turban on my goddamn head, like I've been out there picking goddamn eggs, you gonna be fucked up. That's a slave.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Just like you know what a slave is. Do you not?
I mean, I understand where she's talking about, but
because you've been there.
I'm with
you felt like a slave.
So, I mean, give me examples. Like, what makes you feel like a slave? I need examples.
If I don't feel valued.
We can't do needy people. They have to be able to do something on their own. If you can take a scenario and say, hey, I'm sick, and you know that you're sick, but you know you're going to get up and you're going to do this, you're going to do that, you're going to barely probably ask that man for this or that. You know, it's little requirements. But on the opposite side, if you have that man and he's sick and he's like, where's dinner, where's breakfast, where's my this, where's that, where's this, can you pack me to the bathroom?
Can you wash my lips? Hey, I'm thirsty. Can you bring me some water and you take 2 sips out of that bitch and put it down?
But would you not want to help them like that when
I'm
they're
not saying
sick?
that I don't help them.
Not like wash them and...
I'm not saying that I don't help them, but at what point is a line crossed? I don't mind helping you. I don't mind doing this, but if I can see you and you know that I'm over here sleeping and I can see you staring at me in the dark because you think I'm asleep, and then you nuzzle up beside me to bump me to see if I'm woke, just to wake me up to be like, and I say, what's the matter, babe? And you be like, I'm thirsty when the kitchen is right here.
That's a problem.
I'm a slave.
That's a problem. That's a problem.
So to my answer is I don't have a problem.
I know the difference between submitting.
With submitting,
I don't have a problem nursing
to
you back
a
to health.
man. Mm-hmm. That's
key
that's
word.
The key. Mm-hmm. I can submit
because a man would
to
never.
A man. If he's a real man, I can submit. Mm-hmm. Anything else is a bypass.
Anything else is you're a slave. And that's how they view
you're a slave. If you going through that.
But because I am a good woman and I still know technically my role, I'm gonna do this. But it's not gonna be from the kindness of my heart. It's not gonna be from a submitting place. It's gonna be from a slave mentality. It may start out
that way, but it may not end that way, depending on who you're dealing with.
I might in 16-degree weather,
because they gonna
go outside and go shopping for chicken noodle soup and all these things and pack groceries up 3 flights of motherfucking steps for me to get in the house. Oh God, don't take me there.
Yes,
because
don't.
Bitch, that's a slave. Bitch, I end up getting mad by the end of the night. I'm slamming doors. But at the end of the day, once I calm down, I still check on you. Are you okay? How are you feeling? But at the end of the day, if it's not respected and appreciated,
that's what I'm saying. That's all I'm about to say. A real man is not gonna take advantage of you like that.
There it is.
That's taking advantage for sure. Because you being a woman, of course, you are nurturing.
Yes.
That's gonna turn on regardless.
That's right. That's in us.
It's exactly. It's in every woman. It's in every woman.
But I'm not.
When it comes,
yeah. Certain people will take advantage of that for sure.
And call it nice gestures.
Oh yeah, bitch, you know all about those nice gestures, don't you? And I like how she tried to throw that on me because this bitch had it before I did. If you got COVID and he got COVID, now listen at this, okay?
Let's start it down.
If you are sick with COVID and you've traveled many miles, many. No,
you didn't have COVID before you traveled many miles.
Oh, but you got it when you got there, right? And he has COVID, as well as the child that you all have together. Great blended family thing. And this man gets up and says, "Hey, as you've been harking and this and that," and he says, "I'm going to the doctor." Now, mind you, I'm sick and your child sick with the same shit you got. I'm going to the doctor. I'll be back. And then when he get back, this nigga's like, "I need you." As you coughing, hawking, temperature, shivering, all this, rub my back. Put me in the shower. I need something to drink. That's a slave. Ain't that a slave?
And after all that hard work, I was told that that was not me showing that I cared for him.
Those were just nice gestures.
Those were just nice gestures.
If y'all could have seen her face on the live up close, zoom in on that, please.
What?
On top of all of that, had 2 or 3 other people willing to wait on you, and one of them you told, "Don't come over here. I don't want to risk you and my baby getting sick."
Those were the other baby, the mother,
the others. One of the others.
The others.
One of the others. Because the other one was there also waiting hand and foot, but he wasn't talking to her. He was communicating with her
in that environment too.
2 weeks.
So y'all was...
Yeah, we was all in there together.
Oh.
Yeah.
That nigga had a whole plantation.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I've had some
except for one
in my life.
Except for one. She was the house. She was the house. She was the house one. And he told her, "Don't come over here. I don't want you sick. I'll be fine." Because I got slaves, 2 of them. I just want to put that out there.
Listen, God knew that you would be the only one to be able to handle that, because I would never, baby.
Baby, let me tell you something. We do as women, and we try to maintain the balance. And this is why I say you can be the right woman for the wrong man.
Mm-hmm.
So you can know your role as a woman. I don't give a fuck how type A personality I have when it comes to the man. I will jump quick. I'll jump quicker than this bitch. But for the most part, I will, because this bitch didn't see me. She'll be like, "Now, bitch, if that had been a random nigga on the street, you'd have ate his ass up." But because that's your nigga, I seen you bite your tongue just a little bit, just a tad, and I only do it for so long because I am a type A personality. I'll do it for so long, but bitch, when you can really be the right woman for the wrong man, that shit is real. Because if you're doing all this and you feel like a slave, and you can after you do it, you can picture the real man who's supposed to be a real man in your life appreciating the woman that you are, bitch. That's how you know. Where you at? Now, are we crazy for still sticking around? Yes, we are. But at the end of the day, I am elevating still within myself. Because when it's time for me to dip on out, I'm out.
And when I'm out, I'm out.
Because the motherfucker who's gonna appreciate me, I'm out. Out of there.
Oh, you know, I'm a runner. I'm a track star.
So, baby. Okay. I'll be out.
Don't even look back.
It's just, it's funny that every male species wants the title of man, but they don't understand what it is outside of just having a penis that goes along with it. So they all walking around here like, I'm a man, I this, I that, but nigga, you're not really doing manly shit.
Facts. Because I want to watch that man cut the lawn. I want to watch him grill on the grill.
I want to bring him lemonade on a stand with the real lemons out there and be like, "Baby, are you thirsty?" And in a nice 1960s dress that they do sell on Amazon, ladies, for those who have real men out there, they do have them, okay? The polka dots, they have the red ones, the black ones, because a real woman has what? She has went and researched that shit. So listen.
Okay.
I want to be able to sit on the lanai and watch you out there with the children throwing a ball, hitting a ball. I want to do all of that. But bitch, what I don't want to do is feel like I'm in the back of the cottage being a slave, and a motherfucker is ringing a bell at me like, "Hey bitch, it's time for my meal, bitch."
So why do you entertain them ring the bell men?
So the problem is complacency. And I know that within myself. I know where I lack in certain things. I am complacent in a situation. But like I told my sister, unfortunately, I'm sorry, man, for those who have to hear this. If the real man, I don't give a fuck if I'm complacent right now anyway. If a real man comes into my life and I can see he a real man, I'm leaving that complacent shit alone. And I mean that whole fucking heartily. I'm out.
Well, I'm done. I've been done after, the previous relationships. It was just a wake-up call. So I can't appreciate it at all. But yeah, you did tell me.
And I mean that. If a real man come into my life and be like,
God is gonna send you,
the God that I serve, he know my heart.
And he knows the heart is deceitful, so.
Ooh.
Well, wait, though. What you was just about to say took us back to the last episode in regards to if you are staying complacent, then how are you going to find...
how do you find the man
which was the same thing we were talking about in regards to the sex and how you're able to have...
Exactly, it's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, but that's why me and you on the same team, bitch.
Yeah, that's why y'all on the same
team. Thank you for bringing it full circle again. I'm glad you recognize it, bitch, because we're here again. Thank you. Take a bow, bitch. Because I never said that I wasn't over here. I said I was here.
No.
I know what the fuck I
am. Oh, my God.
Oh, goodness.
So let me ask you a question. And this is just, me asking a question. If you were with a man, and y'all been in a relationship this whole time, in love, all of this, and this man comes to you on a willy-nilly and says, let's abstain from sex, right?
Me.
Yeah, y'all been fucking. It ain't like you ain't been fucking. Y'all been fucking. Okay. You hear me? I mean, you been fucking. So listen. And he comes to you on one day. He don't even give you a time frame. He's like, as of today, we're abstaining from sex. How do you feel?
We need to have a conversation.
Like he cheating?
I feel like we need to have a conversation.
Like you cheating. Girl, you know how to touch my soul, don't you? Bitch, you know how to touch my soul. So all of a sudden today, you don't want no coochie? So are we abstaining? Or are you abstaining from sex? This bitch. Who is she? Who is she? Where is he? Because I need a new him. Because you don't just come to me and my pussy been on the regular.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna quit playing. I just have to.
I know where you at because you're abstaining in your regular life.
Yeah, I'm abstaining. Yeah, that's why I'm letting y'all have this conversation because
But I'm talking about a bitch who's been in a long relationship, and I mean you've been fucking. You hear me?
Yeah.
You said a conversation. So okay, I can understand the conversation. So what if he tells you, I'm trying to just build a deeper connection?
Because my 0 to 100 personality is no longer there. So it's you. Like in the back in the day, that's my first thought process. Like
you said back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day I grew. So listen. So
I'm gonna make another nigga grow. Continue.
We're gonna have a conversation. We're gonna have a conversation. Mm-hmm. That's what we're gonna do.
Okay, so I can understand the conversation. So you have a conversation with this man, and this man is just like, I mean, I just need some time. Mm-hmm. I'm just not feeling sex right now.
Mm-hmm. Like, what if
you went from 0 to 100 with your facial
because that's not good enough. I'm sorry. I understand that that's what you're saying, and I guess
so. Then at that point, do you want him to lie?
No, I don't. But
so are you staying or are you leaving? What if he's like, I mean, it's a non-negotiable.
But in this conversation, this is not even a good scenario.
Yeah, because he's a man.
You gotta give me a time.
He's a man, and you should let that man lead you when he's leading you to no sex. Well, he didn't give you a timeline.
Why? So you can count down the days?
No, but you're gonna give me a timeline. You're not gonna just cut me off from dick and tell me that we gonna stop having sex.
So at that point, does dick make your relationship?
I've always said I don't give a fuck what nobody say. I've always said that this is the reason why we tested dick before we decided to get married. If we were gonna do that. Uh-huh. I'm not having a relationship without no sex. So what are you saying? So
then, if you're in a relationship and you get married to your husband, and then something tragic happens to where he can't, his stuff doesn't work anymore, what are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing? You leaving?
Because technically, according to you can't have a relationship without no sex. Without no sex.
Oh, we're gonna have a conversation.
I'm
gonna get dick out here. Yes, Jesus.
That's why you
know we motherfucking twins. Because one thing I can't do is go where that thing. That's what I heard. All right, that's what I need to know. I just need to know
why you're over
there. And that's on period too. Y'all tripping. What?
Oh my gosh.
So sex is that high for you in a relationship?
Yeah,
I'm not judging you because it's for me too, bitch. I'm just saying.
I need it.
Yeah, because I'm nasty.
But it doesn't mean that I don't love you.
I do love you.
And that we can't be together. We can be together.
You just got to be okay with me outside. Sometimes I'm coming home.
I would try different things
So
first,
what's the
though.
difference
I wouldn't
from
just
a man
automatically
doing
go
that
outside.
I mean, yeah, you could try toys because he could definitely try to, please you with toys. But if he was completely, but his mouth worked. But that ain't gonna be enough. That ain't gonna be enough.
That's not even my taste buds right there.
But technically, you could get he could watch you by yourself. But that's too much work. That's not the same as enjoying a person.
Yeah, but that's not just if you did them from here down, then it's more than sex that I'm missing at that point.
What else are you missing?
I'm gonna be missing a whole fucking man. What are you saying?
I'm not saying that you can't touch this man just because he can't feel you. You still. What do you? He still talks to you. He might even still be able to.
That's not
intellectually.
She's talking about like taking out the trash, fixing.
Thank you.
Fixing things.
So at that point, do you consider him less of a man because at this point he's disabled?
This is not a conversation for me because my man ain't disabled. Period. You have to make me a bad person.
I'm not trying to make you a bad person, but this is real shit that happens to real people.
Yeah,
they get married and shit happens, and then you looking like, okay, now my whole world has crumbled. Bitch, I'm trying to make you aware that shit happens.
It does. And you as a person have to be able to know what you can take and what you can't.
So then you out.
What I'm saying is, don't make it seem like
I'm not like that. I'm not out.
She's a fucking lie.
I'm not out. I'm not outside, but I love you.
She's not out, but she's outside.
But I love you and I'm here.
Yeah, so
and I'm hiring you a caretaker.
What?
But I'm making a way.
So then you're right.
I might give you the miles that you can't feel.
I'm not doing any of that. What will happen is we would have a conversation.
But you know,
and then I would more than likely make sure that he's taken care of, like taken care of. I wouldn't be his woman, but I'd make sure he was taken care of.
You gonna leave him?
I'm out. If I have to be. I mean, it depends on how strong we are.
Some people might consider us to be shallow.
I don't give a fuck.
I mean,
we're not, but we're not. It sounds like we are. It just sounds.
It sounds like a walk like it. So did we not just start this conversation?
The way I don't like this scenario.
I'm just saying.
She be trying to inch away from that side, but she knows she all the way.
Listen, for me, I've done so much research on this because I'm like, what if I get married to a man and I'm living the best time of my life and something happens to him, right? So I've heard that the senses of what they can feel then heightened. So I've heard that some men can get aroused just from you rubbing on their ear. And then they can get aroused, right? And, if it's up, then it's up. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, things can still happen. It's just that I would have to then put in the time, put in the effort, all of this. Because at the end of the day, so you're still my man. I didn't just fall in love with you because of your penis or because of your dick. Like, at the end of the day, you can still talk to me. Now, if you're a vegetable.
Well, what do you call that?
I don't really like vegetables. No, if you can still talk to me.
Oh my God.
If you can still talk to me, and just, people don't have much they can tell.
What if they get deaf? What if they turn deaf where they can't talk or hear?
Can you write? Can you sign? I'm willing to learn another language. I'm willing to advance myself to still have communication with you. But if you can't write, you can't sign, you can't hear, you can't talk.
I hear what you're saying, but I don't believe shit you're saying. I hear it, but I don't believe it.
I'm not saying that I would. If I was single, I'm gonna go out and find somebody like that because I wouldn't.
I wouldn't leave him for Phil. Is all I can say.
But you would still leave him.
It's very possible that I will leave him because if I'm not satisfied in my life, I'm not satisfied in my life. But I'm not gonna say, oh, you got in this.
So do you leave at every instance of you not being satisfied?
Boom, boom, boom. No, but I'm saying I am stating that over a course of time, if you've tried everything you can try and you are not satisfied with your care, at some point you still have to live your life. I'm sorry, I do feel that way, but I wouldn't just up and just leave you just because this has happened to you. I don't feel that. I don't have the heart for that. I'd be around and I'd still be faithful. I would do everything in my power to be with.
Well, that's where she lost me. That be faithful.
I'll do everything in my power to continue life as is. But if it got to a point where I couldn't, then I wouldn't. But I would still make sure.
So maybe
he was
we need to sit
good.
back and really dissect what it means to be married, because that through sickness and through health, bitch, and you agreeing to that, but then technically you not agreeing to that, and your subconscious is a problem.
And y'all wonder why y'all not married? Because
the
Lord knows.
I agree with that.
Lord knows y'all not there through
so again, we want to call out our flaws if a man asks us what our flaws are. Technically, our flaws are deeper than what they think that they are.
Yeah,
that is a flaw for us.
That is.
What's a flaw?
Because when you get married,
because you're going off of through love, health. You talking about your vows?
Yeah.
You know vows,
but
the ones that the pastor reads to everybody in the marriage.
Y'all can't put that really on me because I'm not a part of the marriage crew.
You don't care about all that.
So however I am, I'm that way throughout. There's no change.
Well, maybe it's best that you're right. Maybe marriage ain't for you.
It's not
possible.
No, it's not.
Listen, I want to tell all the viewers out there that Rome was not built in a day, and the Lord is still working on me daily, and that there are things that I'm gonna have to pray about.
You see, I ain't answer because I really don't know. I got to be in the situation.
There are things that I have to pray about.
I
can answer with my heart right now because I know what my heart says now. My heart right now says I wouldn't be able to do it. I'm going to be outside. Right? So I know what my heart says, but I have to pray on it because it has to get better, because I wouldn't want somebody to do that to me, because the shoe could always be on the other foot.
Exactly. What if you leave and then something happened and it is on the other foot? Because that's how karma works.
I understand.
And that's why I said the Lord is still working on me. So maybe, as much as I'm like, oh yeah, I'll be a great wife until some shit happen. So maybe that could be why the Lord ain't sent me my husband yet, because there are still certain steps that I have to take.
Still growth.
I still have to grow. That's why I said I'm still learning within myself. So although I'm complacent in where I am in my relationship status at this moment, there are still things in my life that I am still working through.
Same. All of us, I feel like. All of us, for sure.
You bitches don't judge me.
I judge her.
But I'm a real ass bitch, and I know where my faults and flaws is.
Yeah, call them.
That's good, though. At least you...
I'm working on it, and the Lord is working on me, but Rome was not built in a day.
All right, well, let's wrap this one up because it's been an hour.
Has it?
Yeah, so...
Wrap it up.
What's
How many of y'all still doing that?
Final thoughts.
That was me. What happened? What are we doing?
Final thoughts.
I don't have one.
What about you, Donna?
My final thought would probably be continue to work on yourself, because girl, as perfect as you think you is, you're not as perfect as you think you is.
That's good. My final thought is it's something similar. Just like you said, know your flaws and know what you can take and what you cannot take, and don't take nothing less than it. That's it. That's all. Bye. Thank you for tuning into this week's episode of the Clowning with My Cousins podcast.
Make sure you check us out on all of our social media platforms.
Got something you want to discuss? Hit us up in the DM.
Bye.